Robert McBride said he couldn't comment on something he knew nothing about. He added that he found it strange the way the NPA had conducted themselves in this matter. Now it's back to that story on President Thabo Mbeki at the UN Security Council meeting in New York. That was shortly before his scheduled bilateral meeting with British Prime Minister Gordon Brown was cancelled. Brown came out strongly on Zimbabwe in the Council's meeting.
Having seen the results at polling stations, that President Mugabe has won this election. A stolen election would not be a democratic election at all. As the General Secretary has said, the credibility of the democratic process depends on there being a legitimate government.
It is the work of SADC that has enabled the people of Zimbabwe to hold peaceful elections this time around. SADC remains seized with the situation in Zimbabwe to ensure that the will of the people of Zimbabwe is respected.
UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon expressed concern about the delay in releasing the results, but has left it to SADC to resolve.
The Zimbabwean authorities and the countries of the region have insisted that these matters are for the region to resolve, but the international community continues to watch and wait for decisive action.
But as President of the Security Council, Mbeki's job was to keep the discussion focused on the issue of the day.
Availability of the necessary and predictable resources remains the most important constraint that limits Africa's capacity to give effect to these commitments and help resolve its own conflicts.
But Britain and the US came prepared to hold Zimbabwe before the Security Council. While some have welcomed the stance by the UK, African diplomats here are angered by it, saying it's an attempt to undermine SADC and the African Union. While the more reason why they say the debate on the relationship between the UN and the AU is necessary, put bluntly, to stop external interference. Miranda Stradum, SABC News, at the United Nations in New York.